So in a flash, we left the Gibraltar area on one side of the Schuylkill River, and I'm down here on the other side of the Schuylkill River. And this parking lot should look familiar to you because I am down here in Ridgewood, just off of the 176 interstate there, and the interchange for 724. And this, I always thought was the Ridgewood trailhead, but it's the Charles and Marshall trailhead of the Schuylkill River Trail. So if you remember, back in February, I was here and I rode the scooter from here down to the city of Reading, to the bridge that goes across the Schuylkill River and back. I wanted to go down the trail behind me here down into the village of Gibraltar, but the battery ran low that day, so I wasn't able to. So yeah, I figured since we were on the other side of the river looking for those weirs on that trail over there, and since the video was so short, why not come over here and include this part in the video too. So we're gonna hop on the scooter and we're gonna venture down the trail, and it's only about a mile and a half or so there from here down to the village of Gibraltar. So it's gonna be a fairly short ride, and I don't know what I'm gonna find along the way down there as far as if there's gonna be any remains of the railroad or not. I know at one point there's going to be an area where both railroads are going to be side by side as far as bridges, because the railroad that's in front of me right here is the Turkey Path now for Norfolk Southern, which bypasses the main line and goes down around through Birdsboro and back onto the main line again. So they use this as a bypass, but it's also used as the industrial track for the Dyer Quarries, which is down outside of Birdsboro, which is where Norfolk Southern gets all the ballast for the railroads from. So that line was formerly known as the Wilmington and Northern line, and I covered that a couple other times in my videos from here. And then the Pennsylvania Railroad, which is right in front of me here, which is now the Schuylkill River Trail, ran next to it. So let's get mounted on the scooter and head down the trail and see if we can find anything interesting. And we're off, headed down the trail. So hopefully it won't be too noisy right here. They were making some kind of racket over here at Ron's Concrete, which was pretty loud when I was trying to do the intro there. But this should be a pretty good ride down through here. So I'm hoping we can find remains along the way. But it is just gorgeous out here. Too gorgeous to be sitting at home doing nothing. It's like 80 some degrees out here. Breezy, low humidity, which is nice and everything, but that is a recipe for disaster when it comes to brush fires. And yes, there have been a lot of them in the past week or so, because we haven't had much rain and it's been dry, low humidity, and breezy. Yep, you'll have those brush fires when people don't listen to the advisories not to burn or anything outside and get those hot embers that go, and all it takes is a spark and it can cause problems. So it looks like this part here was only wide enough for one track, although the bridge that's been back there, which have been in other videos, that where the Pennsylvania Railroad crossed over the Wilmington and Northern line, yeah, the bridge there looks like it could have had two tracks going across it in that area at one time. So some of the satellite imagery is hard to tell if there were two tracks or just one. And I hate crossing 724 back there, because that is just so busy. Between the bus traffic turning into the bus lot, which to me, that is a dumb location for a bus lot, and the school bus is having to make 50 million stops along 724 within a quarter mile. And then all the traffic that's on there, the traffic just gets backed up, and it's a pain trying to cross over 724 on the trail. But we got to cross. So far, not finding anything interesting or remains of the railroad along here. I did see some nice culverts for the Turkey Path there, the Norfolk Southern line. I'll show them to you on the way back, but nothing interesting along here so far. Be nice if we get a train coming down the Turkey Path right now. We're right next to it. Like I said in the beginning of the video, the Pensy and the Reading ran next to each other in a lot of places. So we're coming up on the little village of Seifert, which I think there is a connecting trail here somewhere that you can go down into the village of Seifert from the river trail here. And yeah, now you can see just how close the Pensy and the Reading were to each other right here. And then down in Birdsboro, they crossed over each other. They had diamonds down there at one time where they crossed over. And it looks like they have a signal down here. So the signal's not on, which means there isn't going to be anything coming. And I guess the signal is there to protect the sidings down here that go into the quarry. So that is mile marker 14E. It looks like there's a hiking trail that goes up over the hill there to the road, or something up over the road. But this is also I think there's a sewer line that runs on the Pensy line here that is for the Reading Water Authority, or I should say a water line or something like that. It's for the Reading Water Authority. So, but this part of the trail is pretty nice through here. This is macadam. Don't know how long it's going to stay macadam, but I'll enjoy it while we can. And just like that, we're off the macadam and back onto the dirt again. So there is, and I'll get that on my way back. I just found a cement box off to the right there. Pretty sure that was for a battery box for a signal around here somewhere, but I don't see a foundation for one. Yeah, and I am right. There is a water line here. Fire hydrants run along here. So that's what the RAWA, as it's called, Reading Water Authority. That's why they have their markers along here. So, no telegraph poles, no railroad ties, no rail, no nothing yet. Except for the cement box that's back there, which I got to check out coming back through. So we are at mile marker 55.5. So that is 55.5. I believe that's miles from Philadelphia, I believe, where it starts. Which I thought would be a little bit further than that, but maybe it's not. It would be just so cool to have a train come by here right now, but that's my kind of luck. And I'm not sure the schedule for them moving the bringing empty cars in or taking empty cars out from the quarry. So just have to have the right kind of luck to catch the train coming through here. So we are about a half mile away from the village of Gibraltar and Gibraltar Road. So somewhere around here we should be, in fact it's probably the bridges I'm probably looking for. We're going to be crossing over right here, which look more impressive from the road than they do from up here. So these are, one is just a stone bridge, the other one is a stone arch bridge. The Reading line had the stone arch bridge. I'll stop and get pictures on the return trip. And the Pensy line had just a regular bridge that spanned the road and the creek there. Which I believe that's called the Allegheny Creek we just crossed over. And over on the left is one lonely insulator tree or telegraph pole that has 2 insulators on it yet. If RJ would be here, he'd be thrilled. So down here at Gibraltar Road, this is where the Schuylkill River Trail is going to end and will not continue again until you get down into Birdsboro. And I showed, that was a little over a year ago, December or January of either December of 2020 or 21 or January of 2022. Me and RJ were down there in the winter time. We rode that trail and showed you where the end of it is in Birdsboro. So for the trail, which I don't know if there's ever going to be a continuation along here, but the Thun Trail, you follow Old River Road, I guess, down into Birdsboro, and it wraps around the back roads and everything. So it doesn't follow the Pensy line, which is straight out there in front of me, because that's the Reading on the right there, because of getting out to Dyer Quarry and all the switches that are in there and sidings and stuff coming in and out of the quarry. So it'd be nice if they could have it go, get rights and go through the park that's off to the left here or something, but I highly doubt that's going to happen. And I don't like riding the scooter on a road like that, especially down, even though it's a back road, you know, down and crossing over 724, taking another road into Birdsboro and crossing over 345 down there. So you could say it does continue, but you got to be on the road dealing with automobiles and everything else. So at this point, we are going to turn around from here and head back up the trail and make some stops there and check out some of the things that I saw along the way down here. So one thing I want to point out too here before I turn around, straight across over there is Gibraltar Road. So that is where we were earlier, down by the Schuylkill River. And then the road that's next to me here on the right is actually Old River Road. But I hear a train horn in the distance, but unfortunately it is not on the Turkey Path. It is on the main line on the other side of the river, and we won't be able to see it from here. So we're coming up on these bridges, and I'll stop here and show you the bridges and the one here. Like I said, they're more impressive from the road than they are from up top. So there you can see the bridge for the Reading line, which is a 3-arch bridge there, and the Allegheny Creek running there on the one side and the road on the other side. And then this here, which we have to go over here and go down the trail. This was a typical Pennsylvania Railroad bridge by the design of it there, because they used the red sandstone that was used for the locks in the Schuylkill Canal. So yeah, that's a typical Pensy bridge there. So this might be a little longer. Maybe it's a mile and mile and a half, mile and 3/4 from the parking area down here to down to Gibraltar. But tried looking, there's a couple geocaches along here I tried looking for, and no such luck. So I'm not too worried about it. They're supposed to be easy ones, but they're not there, so, and they haven't been found in 6 months. So there's a very good possibility that they might not be there anymore. So this signal that's here very well could be the signal for the switch that's on the other side of the Titus generating station, or the remains of the generating station there. That could very well be what this signals here is for. This is the advanced warning for the signal that's over there at that switch. So maybe if there's a train coming off of the Turkey Path going onto the main line, this is probably the advanced warning for that switch over there. As they're coming here and the switch is right ahead, this is their warning to slow down for the next switch. So, gorgeous day to be out here hiking and riding the scooter and everything else. So pretty much as far as the Schuylkill River Trail goes, I can say now that I completed it from, safe to say it's completed from Reading down to Phoenixville. There's a short piece maybe in Pottstown that runs along Industrial Boulevard that'll link up to the Riverfront Park over there, but that little piece there I'm not worried about, because I'm going to wait for him to complete the trail across the Schuylkill River on 422, and then I'll go bang that little bit out. So that it's just a short section there that I'm really not worried about. I have a lot covered now from Reading to Phoenixville. And of course I can't forget about the section I did up in Hamburg on the John Bartram Trail from Hamburg almost out to Auburn. So there's a short section there that's got to be completed yet too at some point. So somewhere out through here I thought was the box, the concrete box for the for where a signal would have been, but maybe I passed it. If I did, oh well. Not going to go back and try and find it now anymore. So I did stop along the trail and did find some remains right here, and right down in there is some old railroad ties laying. So I did find some railroad ties, however I did not find that cement box that was along here. I think I passed it already, but just up the ways here a little bit is some nice looking culverts for the Turkey Path to the Norfolk Southern line, so we'll stop and get some pictures of them. So right down there is one of the neat culverts that goes under the Turkey Path there, the Norfolk Southern line. Not quite sure what creek that is that goes through there, because we cross over it right up there. But that's one of the culverts. I think I might have saw another one around here, but maybe I'm wrong. So we are just about back to the parking area. This is right coming up on the 724 crossing again. So there's one geocache left up here that I want to try and find, and it's coming up on the left here. So far I wasn't having very good luck with the geocaches, as I only found one so far, and I tried looking for, well, this will be number 5 here. Yep, so I only found 1 out of 5 so far. Alright, I am not searching for that other geocache there because it is well off the trail. I have a pretty good idea where it is, but I'm not leaving the scooter unattended or anything up here on the trail. So, fun part is going to be trying to cross 724 again. Well, made it across 724 safely. Took forever with all the traffic there, but we got across. So all in all, despite the, I shouldn't say despite, but been a pretty good day here for riding and hiking. Did find some stuff along the way here, and didn't find some things along the way. A little disappointed that there wasn't a weir over there at the East Hilton Basin number 2 in Seifert, but well, you win some, you lose some. So we are back at the parking area. Look at that. My timing was sort of okay. Wish this would have happened when I was further down the turkey pit, or down the trail there, but here is one of the trains coming in to Dyer's Quarry with empty stone hoppers. Actually, one there looks like it's got some stone in it there on the end. So pretty cool that I finally got to see a train on the turkey path here, and it was empty hoppers, and they were all Conrail hoppers. So hopefully you enjoyed the video today of the Exeter Scenic River Trail and the Schuylkill River Trail here from Ridgewood down to Gibraltar down there. So like I said, found some interesting stuff along the way. A little disappointed that I couldn't find everything that I wanted, but that's the way it goes sometimes. So if you did like the video, please give it the thumbs up. Also, if you're new to the channel and you just found it and you like the content, consider subscribing to the channel. And if you are a subscriber and you want to be notified of when I upload new content to YouTube, you can ring the bell down there in the corner as well. So again, thank you to all the new subscribers to the channel recently, and to everybody that follows me out there on the other social media platforms. So until next time, it's have a ball and do it all. We'll see you soon.